All right, welcome everybody. This is Defenders of the Veil's little side quest here. We're jumping up into the stars for a little Star Wars. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Globex Gambit. The Sith have taken over control of the city planet of Coruscant and built a Sith temple, and the Jedi are on its last missions to retake control of the planet. Many cunning entrepreneurs like Globex the Hutt have seized these battles to sneak into the city planet and claim the unattended relics of the Jedi and the Sith. Meanwhile, peace between the Jedi and the Mandalorians is waning. We're going to start this little bit off here. We are in a Hutt throne room, and the little throne room there, you see a large hut. This hut looks different than most huts that you've seen around. This hut is what I refer to as the pimp daddy of huts. This hut has some wantha furs and a wantha brimmed hat on his head. Wears some little red ocular protectors over his eyes, and he has big gold chains coming around his neck and is staying up, holding on to a big little pimp cane. So standing in front of Globex the Hutt, let's start with you, Ron. Describe yourself. Just tell us a little about yourself.
All right, so standing in front of Globex the Hutt, you see a female Togruta. They've got the head montrails rather. She's got like orangish skin and, looks like a badass smuggler type. Beside her is a boxy looking astromech droid that is not immaculate by any means. You can tell that this is something that was put together. My character's name is Shola, and her droid is S1-11FT or Shift.
Okay, let's go over to Mallory. Describe yourself.
My character is an Ewok. And they're, pretty average as Ewoks go. Except this one could maybe be a little bit more buff than a normal Ewok. Not that you'd really notice, they're rather fuzzy. And they are carrying with them a large... What instrument did I pick? I think it was like a xantha or something like that.
Yes, a xantha.
Yes. So they're carrying around a xantha that looks to be about the same size as them. And yeah, it's a teddy bear. It's a teddy bear with the instrument. Might be buff.
Okay. Oh, and your name.
Bubble.
So next to you, he's standing there, not saying a word, is a huge Wookiee, which is your friend Squeak.
Ah, yes, Squeak.
Yeah, he's big, a Wookiee, and he's carrying a big, large stick that looks like it could probably flame on if it needed to. Next to them, let's see here, we'll go David.
I am playing a roughly 5 foot tall silver droid that is rather scrawny, and well, you're just gonna have to wait and see what he does. Oh, his name is IC69.
Nice.
And Saul?
I'm playing a chiss. I think that's how you say it. A chiss woman. They're these blue-skinned, cool-looking alien people. She looks like she's, dressed and ready to get up and get out. Typical sort of like, I don't know, when I imagine a space adventurer, I guess. Imagine a space adventurer that might, I don't know, want to raid some tombs, perchance. And next to her is a big, beautiful, handsome. It's like a half frog, half ape. I made up a name for it. I don't know very much about Star Wars. So instead of picking an actual Star Wars creature as my companion, I made one up. I called them Bufo Maxo. And they're just big frog ape things. He's got fuzzy arms, he's a big green dude. He's very ugly. And he's just vibing out there. His name is Prime Knot, and he's my friend. Oh, my character's name is Kara. I don't remember if I said that. I think I own the one of the robots. Yeah, I think I own IC69. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you guys all stand there in front of Globex, and he speaks in Huttese, but instead of having a droid saying, Master Globex says, he actually has one of his chains has a big medallion, and when he talks, it actually translates in Galactic and says, Welcome, sucker. Sorry, translated wrong. Welcome, travelers. I've got the best of the best here in front of me to go on a mission that can bring glory to me. It can bring glory to you. I am here to send you on a lovely mission. I'm sending you to the city planet, of course it is. There you're going to bring me back a list of stuff. And I'll give the list to one of the droids. He points over to Shift.
Yeah, say Shift is already wheeling its way over. A little protuberance arm shoots out and to grab whatever the Hutt's gonna give him.
Okay. And he's like, this can be very profitable for all of us. Dangerous? Yes. But you guys all have a debt to me that you're here to work on. Tell you what, you bring me everything on this list, and if you want to leave my services, fine. If you want to come back and work for me on the side, you can do that. Your cut might be less if you're not, actually belonging to me, but, to each their own. Does anybody here have any problems with this? I didn't think so. So, I have a ship for you guys to use.
Yeah, what about my ship there, Hutt?
I figured if I gave you your ship, you might not come back.
It's a smart one.
Does it matter which ship we run away with as long as we get a ship and run off?
Oh, he knows I ain't going anywhere without my ship.
That's why I have this pirate going on this mission. She's not going to run with her ship. You guys can leave if you want. I would hate to be the person who left prematurely. To each their own.
Big guy, you have a very funny way of sounding genuine.
I paid $5 for this translator.
Can
Maybe someone gave you a bad deal.
You certainly can incite the Hutt.
I got 14.
What are you trying to figure out about the Hutt?
Just making sure what he's telling us isn't total bullshit, because it's a Hutt.
He told you that it's dangerous. It is. He told you he wants the stuff. He does. He told you if you bring it back, he'll let you go. He will. He didn't, but he will let you go. So as far as you can see, he's being honest. Everything he said. The ship you'll be using is not quite as nice and it's a better ship than your ship, but you know, it'll get you there, it'll get you back.
Alright, whatever. Let's see it.
It's the first time I've been excited to see a Hutt ship. I'll be certain that my friend will fit along.
The ship is called the Harbinger.
Ooh,
It is a
fancy name.
but it's a heavily modified ship, which is ready for space battle to get you there safely. Most ships of this kind do not have as much battlement that this one has. Most of them only have one side of that actually there. I'll show you better pictures later. But yeah, but that's your ship for the thing. There's some storage areas in there if you want to hide stuff from any eyes that may come across. If any Jedi try to come on and or Sith even come on trying to take any of the relics, then you'll have a place to hide them. The mission is not on a time schedule. If the fighting ends before we get there or get out, it could cause a little bit of trouble. Right now, with the fighting going on between the Sith and the Jedi, it makes it real easy to slide in between these battles and get in relatively safely on friendly side. I'll let you guys get to know each other and look forward to seeing my stuff when you get back. And with that, he his glasses start you can see something like flashing on the other side, like he's actually watching something through his shades there, and is paying you guys no more attention.
Wait, he just turned away to watch the telly.
He didn't turn away, but yes, he's watching the telly.
Well, alright then. Why don't we get ourselves situated on the ship? We can chat there. I wouldn't want to bore old Globex with our chatter now, would we? Kara will make her way towards the ship, I guess.
Alrighty.
Her big friend sort of clumsily gallops behind her, trying to keep up. What's it like in the ship?
Inside the ship, the bridge will seat 4, 2 pilot, co-pilot, and then 2 other seats. We have the captain's quarters, conference room, main crew, cargo hold, crew quarters. There's a medical bay on there. There's actually a cargo shuttle, a holo terminal, all kinds of lovely turrets.
When I see the med bay, I call out of the ship and I go, I see! There's what do you call it? A place where you do your bloody weird interfacing thing. Should feel right at home.
That'd be very good. I see it also has a place for you to recharge your batteries.
Don't know how many times I need to explain to you that's not how I work. Feel like you of all people should know that.
It's an expression somebody taught me once.
Yeah, so they weren't exactly putting customer reassurance the top priority, were they?
So once Shola and Ship get on the ship, she's gonna start going around and assessing things, and she's gonna send Shift around to, inspect as well, since Shift is fully capable of such things, and just kind of, get the layout of the ship, the capabilities, that sort of thing. And then she's gonna head over to the what is obviously the captain's quarters.
Alrighty.
Kara would sort of, at some point, when you pass, she'd be like, "Oh, fancy little droid you've got there. You'll have to tell me where I can pick one up. The thing seems rather handy."
Our old Shift here? Yeah, I built this one.
Oh, how much?
Shift's not for sale.
Pity. Well, I must say you did a pretty good job. It seems rather useful.
Maybe when we're out of this shit, I can build you one.
Oh, I think that sounds quite lovely. And she sort of holds out a hand to shake and says, Karen Bescu, a pleasure to meet you.
Shola Riss. Pleasure's all mine.
I'm sure it is.
Excuse me, I need to finish up my inspection here.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't want to get in the way of business.
Okay, Bubbles, what you doing?
I was under the impression that I had a little translator thinger as well.
Yeah, yours isn't as fancy as Globex, but yeah, you have something.
Well, what's the difference between them? Fancy and not fancy, or fancy and
Oh,
whatever
this is just
I have?
cooler.
Couple thousand credits.
Yeah, but what does that do to the quality? That's what I'm asking. Ah, that is my one language. Oh, and this one.
Oh, you actually have another one, but yeah, because we talked about that.
Yes.
Most Ewoks are not, or at least, started off not very tech savvy. They worshipped droids on the forest moon of Endor. So, you can figure out how much time you spent out in space and how much, technology freaks you out and stuff like that if you wish.
I think Bubble might be observing quietly because they're not super comfortable on ships yet, but it's not the first time they've been on a ship, so they're just kind of watching a little bit. Would that make sense?
It makes lots of sense.
Alrighty, cool.
Yeah, and you're probably over, watching, and you and Squeak talking back and forth to each other.
Yeah, we're probably like whisper talking.
Yeah, so the Wookiee's name, Bubble calls him Squeak.
And together we are Bubble and Squeak.
Oh, how charming. Tell me, perhaps, what has a adorable pair like you two done to get in the back pocket of a hut like Globex?
We are not adorable.
My apologies. What are a ferocious and terrifying pair like yourselves doing in the back pocket of a hut like Globex?
I would assume they were doing terrifying and adorable things.
Not adorable.
And yes, just
Only
terrifying.
terrifying.
Yes, frightening, even. Well, what war crimes have you committed?
Too many, can't count.
Right. I mean,
Is the Ewok capable of counting past the number of fingers that she has?
Too many, can't count.
right. Either the translator's broken or the Ewok is.
We could add one more.
No, I think the translator's working just fine. I can have Shifty check it out, though.
No touch. No touch, no talk, only watch.
Shifty rolls up. This little, eye thing is just, looking around at you.
Bubble's gonna take a big, arm paw thing and, try to shield its face.
Okay, well, it knows self-defense. It knows how to talk. It knows how to make whatever noise it made. Perhaps you could tell us your name now, little creature.
Bubble.
You do have one, right? Bubble. Not what I would have expected. Well, it's
Alright.
a pleasure to. I mean, it's a horror to meet you, Bubble. Awful.
Yes.
Yes.
Awful, horrible Bubble. And it's gonna try to flex its little bear muscles.
Prime Knot tries to mimic the sound that you made, but it just sort of comes out as like a. He does it back again.
And that'll probably continue for a little bit.
Oh, bloody hell.
6ix9ine is just gonna, as they make the noise back and forth to each other, dart his head back and forth like he's trying to keep up with the conversation.
Alright, Shift, let's see what kind of shop this ship has on it.
Yeah, and go ahead and roll a investigation for you and for Shift when you guys are walking around and checking the ship out.
Word, yes, any distraction.
Alright, so that's a 12 from Shola and a 9 for Shift.
Okay, everything looks.
Oh, wait, hang on. If it's for Shift, he's got sensor augmentation. So, wait, that was. Oh, no. Wait, yeah. He has advantage on intelligence, investigation checks made to detect presence of secret doors, and that's it. So if there's a secret door, Shift got a 23.
Okay. So he did find the secret compartments that he told you that there was on the ship. But you have not seen, everything else looks copacetic.
Is there like a mechanic or repair workshop area on the ship? Maybe in an extra cargo hold or something, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. Most likely the cargo hold's probably where something like that would be set up. Most areas that have it on the ships this size would be where, crew quarters and stuff like that is for it. So, or from where the one of the two shuttles.
Oh, this thing has shuttles on it?
Yeah, there's 2 shuttles.
Okay, that makes things different too. Well, once Shola's done exploring and, set up wherever, she's gonna round up, she's gonna meet up with everyone else, so alright then, I guess. Are all y'all ready to do this thing for Globex?
Of course. For Globex. Yay.
Okay, and as you guys go ahead and head out and jump into hyperspace.
Ooh, look at this.
Woo!
We're in hyperspace. Heck yeah.
Hello, this is your captain speaking. I'd just like to say we are going at about, I don't know, warp speed through stars and space to... Shift, where are we going exactly? And I wait for Shift to procure the paper. Yes, we are on our way to Coruscant. Estimated time of arrival. We'll get there when we get there. So sit back, relax, and I'm out. Night. Lewis, where are we coming from, and how long is it going to take us to get to Coruscant?
It's going to take about 7 hours to travel.
That's not bad for going between base. Are you able to walk around and do stuff on ships while they're in this sort of travel? I don't know how long this takes, or if it's like shaky or whatever.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, they were playing chess in the first movie.
Okay, well, I want to get up and make everyone a hot chocolate.
If Saul's character is going to be making hot chocolate, then Bumble is going to show interest and follow, but only quietly watch, annoyingly close. And that's it. I have a feeling Squeak would probably be close behind doing the same.
I'll put extra terror and murder into yours.
Free pala pala.
Yes! So is there like do we need to like do a thing on the way to Coruscant, or are we basically good to just sort of like take a nap?
It's
rest up.
downtime. You can take a nap. You can eat hot chocolate. You can play games. You can do whatever you want to with it.
Where are we coming from?
Tatooine.
Okay, so an Outer Rim planet to...
It's 7 hours.
Okay.
I know, outer rim to inner rim. You think but 7 hours is not definitely not bad traveling. But that's what was said by Darth Maul, that it would take them 7 hours to make that trip.
Kara would like to sort of, once the hot chocolates are ready, she'll sort of put one on the counter for people to get, but she'll take the one that she made for Shola to the cockpit. Is that what it's called?
Indeed.
The pilot zone. Takes the hot chocolate to the pilot zone and he says, "Hello, I don't know if you're partial to a cup of hot cocoa, but I figured it's going to be a while before we're on Coruscant, so
There's no answer.
scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it that she died?" So she just enters the room without waiting for the response. "You dead? Hello?"
Shola's not there.
Oh.
We're in hyperspace. She's got on autopilot, so she's like back in her quarters.
Kara's just like standing in the room, like, "Is that? That's probably fine."
You do see Shift in there, plugged into a port.
Oh, hi there, little fellow. Yes. You haven't seen your mum around? Any idea, little guy?
You would know that my character speaks binary, so he can talk to droids for you.
I see. Can I borrow you a moment?
I come running in from the sick bay. Is everything okay? Let me look you over. He starts
Well, no,
grabbing you by the arm and looking in your armpit
At a
and
time.
under your chin and shit.
I'm fine. I'm okay. I just wanted you to. I was asking this little droid fellow a question. I don't speak droids. I hope perhaps you could translate for me.
What is the question?
Well, the little droid fellow, where's your mother? Is that the right? It feels weird to say.
Maker.
Okay. Where is your maker? Not you, I see.
I see 6'9" looks over at Kara and goes, the little droid says that his maker is in their quarters.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose that would make sense. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, little droid. I see I left some slightly warmed oil on the counter for you if you're interested. Take that as a yes. Goodbye, little droid. And she will wander off with the cocoa to Shola's room. Okay, let's try this again. Hello, pilot lady.
Oh, hello there.
I've brought some hot chocolate. I think it's going to be a little while before we're in Coruscant.
Yeah, we still got. Well, yeah, we have a while. Thank you. I'll definitely take that.
Of course. You know, I don't suppose it's very polite to pry, but my interest was piqued. You said you had your own ship, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Curious. And how is it that you came to be under the employment of Globex then? I would have thought having your own ship, stay as far away from Tatooine as one possibly could.
Well, that's kind of a heavy story there. That requires a little bit more than hot chocolate, I think.
I mean, there's some whiskey in the cupboard, but no, we've got to. Never mind. No, no matter. I was just curious, is all.
Let's just say, and Sheila kind of looks around, doesn't see anyone else or anything else. Let's just say, it's not always good to get caught cheating with the cards.
I see. Yes. No. I suppose I understand then. Well, I shan't judge you. I do hope you enjoy the hot cocoa. I'm
So-
gonna go and try and deal with this hyper sickness.
Yeah, Sheila takes like a loud slurp.
I see 6'9" comes running. Do you need anything? You just called.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? Because you just called me.
I did not. Are you feeling alright? I see.
I'm running perfectly fine. Would you like me to run a diagnostics? Then I'm gonna run a diagnostics for myself to find out that I'm fine, that he actually did say, oh, I see.
Yeah, and you can play it out. You know, it's like, oh, I see.
Going over the logs. Well, I mean, how can you be certain that you're alright? I think you should do a few more checks. Let's say, I don't know, 100 consecutively.
That seems a bit redundant.
Well, who has the receipts? I see. I feel like this stress-induced migraine would be quickly quelled by a self-diagnostic running robot.
If you're having a migraine, then I can help you with that. Come with me to sickbay.
Oh, god damn it. She follows her reluctantly. She's completely fine. She just doesn't. She's not very good at dismissing, I see. I guess we'll just vibe out until the Coruscant.
I think Bubble was looking for their hot chalky.
Choc.
Oh. It's just on the counter. Oh, you can't read. Oh, my bad.
Choc.
She picks it up off the counter and gently puts it on the floor and backs away, not really wanting to get too close to Bubble.
Bubble is gonna kind of blink at her And then once they're sure that they're not moving anymore, then they're gonna scuttle up and steal it, kind of like a savage little Ewok would that's not sure. And then they're gonna go back to Squeak and sit. And first they'll dip one of their fingers in it, and then they'll taste it and drink it.
But after you dip your finger in it, you find out it's really hot.
So they drink it carefully.
She
I
watches you
imagine
take a drink.
I imagine that they figure out it tastes good because they burn their finger and then put their finger in their mouth and then realize the finger tastes good.
Kara's like watching you drink, and then she's like, "Oh, perhaps can Ewoks have chocolate?
Ah!
Do a check and see if it can have chocolate."
When Bubble does take a good drink, you do see some foam right around its mouth.
Oh no! Oh no! Poison bubble. Is that good? Maybe it's just a thing that Ewoks do.
Blasters down, lightsabers off, or I'll teach my stormtroopers how to aim. Guess what, Ron?
What's up?
We're playing Star Wars. We'd
That's right, we are.
like to thank everybody for joining us for this first part of our 4-part adventure. We'll be adding some more crap. Hold on. I had people stomping by, and we don't have them.
No, that's fine. You caught me completely off guard, and I love it.
I know.
So yeah, like Lewis is saying, we're playing Star Wars. I mean, yes.
Let us know what you think, man. It's like we like playing the Star Wars. I like running it. Trying to get my feet wet with this DMing stuff. I've done it before, but on a smaller scale, and definitely not online. So, bear with me on this.
I think you did pretty well, and the few hiccups that we had were primarily, just not being familiar with all of the Star Wars rules. And a lot of that fell on the players as well, like myself included. Anyone who's familiar with the Star Wars companion rules will find our first screw up later on this episode, but it is what it is.
Yep, and we are just out here playing and having fun. We are playing the Star Wars 5e, which is great. We wanted to play the 5e version because it's such a familiar thing for most players on the D&D side. We've been playing a lot of the 5e and the Star Wars, so it made it a lot more easier on the new players trying to get into the game.
And by new players, I think he means all of us, but probably more likely the new players who are not only unfamiliar with the rules, but unfamiliar with the setting.
Okay, how can that be? How can anybody not be familiar with Star Wars to begin with?
Yeah, that's a bunch of bantha fodder.
I guess it's a lot of, I was there for the very first movie back in 1977. I saw that movie in 1977 12 times that year in theaters. What a time.
Before cell phones.
Before it was like $20 to go see a movie.
Yeah, I think that was back when you still had to drive up yourself. But we do have to give credit. I mean, Mallory did, after all, go to great lengths to learn some Ewokese for our adventure.
I do have to say that is some of the best part for me from this series of games that we have here. For Ewokese is the bomb.
So with that, listener, we want to thank you once again for joining us on this adventure and our future adventures. I'm sure this isn't going to be our only dip into the Star Wars universe.
I really hope not, because I really enjoyed it, and I have many more adventures in my head.
So be sure to like, follow, rate, review, subscribe. We're all over the internet. We're on Stitcher, Podbeam, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, I think, among others. And, give us a like and a follow there. You can also follow us online, our website, dotvpodcast.com. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at DOTV Podcast. And with that, Lewis, did you have anything else you wanted to say to our listeners?
May the force be with you. Always.
And let's get back to the show.
Okay, Shao. Knowing where you're going, knowing that there are Sith and Jedi not only battling above the planet, but on the planet, how would you have set your entry into the area? Close to planet, further away from planets? How would you see yourself doing that?
Okay, so what sort of long-range sensors do I have?
This thing is pretty decked out. I mean, you would not be unhappy at all if this was actually your ship. It's actually worth a lot more than your ship, but but
It's
your
got
ship is
sentimental
your
value.
Oh, exactly. That's why he knows you're coming back for it.
All right, so I would set a course. I would not want to come out right, at the planet. I would want to come out some amount back, but I would want to get the earliest possible scan on long-range sensors telling me of any activity happening in orbit, namely firefights, that sort of thing. If there's battle going on, if I need to plan to sneak through it somehow.
Yeah, you'll be able to see, and there are heavy combats going on above the planet.
Okay, so our ship, the Harbinger, it's a heavily modified dynamic freighter. Is this something that would potentially be used by either side that I could somehow maybe sneak it through? Or is this something that's going to stand out more? And if that's the case, if there's a fight going on, you're not going to just let a random ship pass through.
Okay, put it this way. If somebody visually sees it with their eyes, it definitely looks different than anything else that's around there right now. But as a ship owner and seller of fine antiquities that you have done before, there are ways to fudge your signal to appear differently to sensors.
All right, so we just need to figure out, which side do we want to appear as? So, using the long-range sensors, can I get any sort of an inkling on how the battle is swaying, at least above the planet? Or is that something, do I need to come out of hyperspace for that first?
Yeah, you'll have to be out of hyperspace before you can do that.
I don't think Coruscant has any moons, does it?
No.
Alright, so when we come out of hyperspace, they're going to pick us up immediately. So we gotta pick. Do I fudge the signal to be a Jedi signal, or do I fudge it to be a Sith signal?
I don't remember which one had control of space, so.
So Coruscant was under Jedi control, but
Okay.
the Sith have invaded.
Alright.
This right here is also about 3,000 years BBY, before the Battle of Yavin. But the Jedi had originally been on Coruscant, and the Sith have taken it over, and the Jedi are trying to fight to get control back of the planet itself right now.
Okay, so do I have it backwards that the outer assault is actually gonna probably more primarily Jedi trying to step back in?
I would say probably the majority of, yeah, I mean, there's still quite a bit of Sith out there, but I mean, I would say probably does lean a little bit more heavily Jedi just because of they're trying to gain control of it.
But with that said, it might be easier fudging a Sith signal and just kind of passing through, because then we don't have to worry about like a blockade, for example.
Give me an intelligence check.
Can I help?
Sure, you have advantage.
Since I'm a lawmaster, I can roll a law check, and if I pass a 15, you get a +2. You get +2.
All right, so I got a 9.
Let's go.
Okay, so you have no extra help. So yes, that is what you're thinking is what you're thinking. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's my thoughts, but I did ask for everyone else's opinions as well.
Well, I can tell you that Ewok, who's barely been in space that much, not going to be a whole lot of help.
Well, my assumption would be that if we just show up as Jedi, that might be less likely to ask any sort of probing questions. Maybe sneak our way on planet. Sounds easier than trying to. I mean, honestly, I would have thought we could just, I don't know, say we need to pop in to deliver a letter or something. I don't know. I don't know what the Jedi want.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to say. I mean, it seems like the easy path, but it almost seems too easy.
Oh, no. Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
Alright, I'm doing it. So, Shola we're back in the cockpit. We are working on fudging the ship signature to display that of a Jedi aligned ship.
Okay.
Figure that way we can get in, because that's what's going to be like furthest out away from the planet. It's going to be Jedi ships.
Okay, gotcha.
So it'll be easier to kind of infiltrate that way, as long as they're not really looking for visual confirmation or, you know, doing that weird force sensory witchcraft. I think we'll be fine.
Is this going to be a deception check or a technology check?
To change the settings would be a technology.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have Shift assist me also.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, and with Shift's help, we got a 20.
Now you're thinking, I think we can do it this way, and Shift's like going, but if we do it this way, and help you get that 20 in there. Now you are fairly certain that will pass most sensors. Now, if you could only do something about the look of the ship, it would be the only issue that you think you could be having.
Let me think.
Maybe if the signal is fudged, we could just look for an opportunity to sneak in between, prying eyes. Doesn't matter what the ship looks like if nobody bloody sees it.
Exactly.
I'd argue we best not delay, though. The longer we wait here, the more likely it is that somebody notices there's an extra Jedi ship in the system.
Okay.
Plus, disguising it too much as a Jedi ship could get a shot at by the Sith.
Yeah, I won't cry if the ship gets blown up, but I will cry if I'm on it at the same time. What do you think, Shola? You got us planet side?
Let's roll a pilot check. This is going to be for stealthy flying.
Can I help again?
Do you have pilot?
No.
If you can come up with a different way that you could help him fly so he's stealthy.
Well, the thing that I would do is it's like my Lawmaster feat lets me sort of provide insights from like historical events that I recall, sort of saying like, I remember in the War of Space Art 6 when the sneaky battalion snuck in between the Sneakum squad.
I'm a pilot. I can help him.
Well, and that is a good, yes, you could use that. And go ahead and roll an intelligence, Kara.
Ooh. Intelligence. 14.
Okay. You remember with one of your things using your same thing yourself, thinking about these past battles, how they've turned off the transponder altogether, which draws attention if they see you, but with the transponder off, it makes it harder for them to see you on
Okay.
scanners.
Oh,
So it might make it a little
okay.
bit easier to stealth in.
Yeah. So to try and provide aid, Kara would be like, actually, I do think I remember. I heard about a story once where uh, a ship was trying to sneak past a patrol, and they turned the transponder off. It made them a lot harder to see on scanners. Perhaps that would help.
That is brilliant. That's absolutely, yeah, we can do that.
I find the best recourse for flying past blockades is to just fly natural.
I'll roll my thingy to see if I. Oh, okay. So you get a +2 on the check as well as advantage.
You know, I would like to, with you rolling a crit on that, and that 20, you could actually add 4. So I
Ooh,
double the proficiency.
fancy.
Okay. And, oh, perfect.
And you do have advantage, yeah.
Shift, if a droid could look dejected, looks dejected right now.
I'm so
With
sorry.
rolls like
I'm so
that, he doesn't need advantage.
I'm so sorry, shit.
Alright, so that's a 22 plus 5 for 27.
Alrighty. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick couple rolls. Yeah. You come in, you plan it at a certain angle, you come in at that angle, and you're right behind some ships that are, in the middle of battle. You come in with that and just glide and just basically shadow underneath one of the bigger ships.
I angled the shields.
Exactly, angle the shields, so
Well,
you seem like you're part of that ship to other people who look. Use that as long as you can, trying to get closer, and then whenever you find the right opportunity, you make a dive on in towards planet side. Okay. When you come in planet side, you see that the sun is coming up over the horizon in front of you. You see the blasts up above, in the sky, but don't see really any kind of aircraft at this moment anywhere in this area.
So there's like no traffic.
No traffic at all right now.
we beat rush hour. Let's go.
This is ominous. I'm going to search for. Well, we have a destination, correct?
You know a general idea of how to get there, but it is below topside. So you're going to have to, like you can land here, wherever you're going to land, but then you're going to have to travel down out of the upper areas of the planet down to where the minions of the world, the little people who cannot afford to live topside, barely scrounging by, trying to live, they still kill to get through.
Sure. So I'm gonna kind of scan the area for a suitable open docking bay and land the ship. Do I need to make any sort of roll or anything?
Yeah, let's see here. Go ahead and give me a piloting so you could basically figure out where the best place to land would be, because survival really wouldn't work for this, I don't think.
No, and I've got shift scanning along as well.
Okay.
15.
Okay, but with shift helping, what'd you get?
15.
You're on
Just-
2 15s. I mean, technically, that's 30 if you think about it.
Okay, you guys find an area that you think will be the perfect place for you guys to land. Shift can see an entryway close down that will take you to the lower levels.
All right, so we'll bring her in, power down. Let's collect our gear and head out. I'm going to ask shift for the list so that I can see what we're actually looking for.
I'd like to peer over shoulder and take a look at the list too.
Alrighty. Item number 1, a Sith holocron.
Is that like a Horcrux?
Yeah, the holocrons, they're little, for the Sith, they're square-ish looking knowledge holders.
Think,
Oh, it's like a USB stick.
Yes, but Star Warsy.
think
Oh,
of it like a gem that holds knowledge, like kind of like a little book almost.
Oh, like, yeah. Yeah.
And a
But-
Jedi holocron.
Yeah, but holographic though.
Oh, it's fancy.
So a Sith holocron, a Jedi holocron. There is a specific lightsaber that shows its designs on it. So it basically looks like a lightsaber that has 3 lightsaber blades coming out from it. Not like the one from the new Star Wars movies where it's a crossguard. This one actually has 3 blades going straight up,
Well, now this just seems a bit like overkill to me.
which makes it,
It sounds like a trident to me.
It sounds like someone's compensating.
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm gonna have Shift scan that image.
okay,
I'm gonna take a really good look at the image.
or
It
scan
looks thick.
I don't need to sting.
it. You scanning it by looking at it.
Academic memory. You can recall anything you read in the past month that you understand. This includes but not limited to books, maps, signs, and lists.
Yeah, this one looks like a trident if the tips of the tridents were longer and the handle was shorter. But yes. And there are a couple other things that are like knickknacks that just seem odd, but nothing specific, that's going to really be anything of value to anybody but apparently him.
But Globex is a weirdo, you know?
Okay, so you guys land, start going down into the entryways, and now you're seeing a city underneath the city. But you guys come on down, climbing down these ladders, or stairs actually, but it's in glass encased area. It looks
So
like
we're off the ship now?
yeah, you're off the ship.
Okay. That's what it. Okay. I'm riding on Prime Knot on his shoulder.
And when you get down to these areas, you're going down the stairs and you're going past different offices and stuff like that. And every so often, you would see a group of people there, not Sith, not Jedi, but when they hear or see you guys, you see them scatter into these offices. Looks like at one time they were bustling with business, but now looks like they're homes to whoever can stay hidden the longest in these areas.
Charming.
I want to send Shift ahead to do a little bit of scouting.
Okay.
This is already active on Shift. Basically, I can use Shift's eyes and ears to sort of scout ahead.
Like a familiar. Yep.
A weirdo.
So yeah, gonna have Shift scout ahead. Not entirely sure what we're looking for, just kind of keeping an eye out for danger, I guess.
Yeah, the area that you are supposed to supposedly go down is further down a few more levels. So it's basically going to be stealthing until you get to the areas where you need to go to get to the temple. And when you were landing, you saw many Jedi temples up on the upper levels up there. But that's not where you were sent. You were sent to the Sith one.
I do love walking into Sith temples. Always goes swimmingly. I'm gonna do like a little, like when you do on like a trip, you go do a little head count, make sure everyone's there.
Alright, well, let's be careful.
Yes. I'm gonna dismount from Prime Knot.
Alright, so I'm gonna continue to have Shifts, sort of scout as we continue through. Let me know if I need to do anything.
Okay. So are you trying to stealth with him going down, or are you just having him just go down and just search and keep an eye out on your way down?
I think Shift probably wouldn't be too concerned about stealth. Shift would just be going along until Shift saw something, and when Shift sees something, then Shift would stop and, I don't know, maybe try to hide then.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah, probably not moving stealthily, It's a droid, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't going to go over too well if you were trying to stealth, especially with one that you built out of spare parts and stuff, who has a squeak every so often. You're
Hey,
working on figuring out where that squeak is, but
You know what? Shift stealth is better than mine, so.
What shift stealth?
Well, it's just +2. Mine's a +1, so.
Mine's a +6. What are you guys doing?
Mine's also +1.
Not dexterity characters.
No.
My stealth is +6?
Yep.
Okay.
Ewoks are tiny. You can, like, hide and squeeze into, like, a little cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah. I could do that.
Do you want to ride on Prime Note?
Yes.
He's got a saddle. You could just, you know.
He has a saddle? So,
Yeah.
okay, wait. So, could Squeak the Wookiee ride him, and then my character could ride, like, on Squeak's shoulders?
I guess technically, but I think Squeak would need like saddle shoulder pads technically, or like I was talking earlier, you could have like those baby carriers where the kid's just like strapped to your chest.
Yes, and I have sunglasses.
Bubble will ride on Squeak and a baby Bjorn.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Squeak's not large. Squeak is a medium Wookiee. He's tall, but he's not
Yeah.
large.
He should be able to ride, right?
Yeah, he can handle it.
All right, we got the totem pole going.
Yeah. So Squeak is riding on Not Prime, and Bubble is riding on Squeak, who's riding on Not Prime.
Yes.
Okay, this is probably a bit of a noob question. Is it fair to
Noob.
assume that Sith temples are very dangerous?
Yes, it's very safe to assume.
Okay. Good. Okay. I'm never good at sneaking, but I am gonna stick to the back, sort of. I have a pretty good range.
Yeah,
so
I'm no good at sneaking either.
I'm totally sneaking.
Yeah, and the totem pole, there's not going to be no sneaking with that. I mean, you might
Aw.
not see you might not see Bubble on top of Squeak on top of Prime Knot, but you'll see Prime Knot and Squeak.
Anybody watching this group is going to see the whole group and not notice that my droid was there.
That's fair.
We are kind of freaks right now. Not gonna lie.
That can't be the group. This group has a droid with them. The other group didn't.
No, and they totally see Bubble on top. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Bubble is like throwing poo or something.
Nah, Bubble is having so much fun, they're making a bunch of noise.
Bubble has a +6 to stealth. So what did Bubble roll?
I rolled a 7. Well, I rolled a 1, which is a 7.
Very sad.
Yeah, so Bubble's up there. It's like all excited looking at all this stuff, waving her Xantha up in the air.
You playing this little ditty?
Yeah, there we go. Bubbles playing a little Xantha.
Yes, playing the Xantha and saying, Britka, Britka, which means very dangerous.
I love that. I guess we should keep going though.
And with you looking through Shift's eyes, you are blinded while you're doing it, just like they are the other stuff. So who are you using as your eyes and ears while you're out of your mind?
In retrospect, we should let Shola ride Prime Knot, but I guess I'll just sort of like guide Shola.
And Shift, roll a perception Shift with advantage.
Ooh.
I know. I looked at that, I was like, oh, that's not great.
6.
Okay, everything's good.
That seems appropriate.
Okay, so Shift to be up this way. Shift does not see 3 bodies coming out from behind one of the corridors. When they went by a door and they came out after. and in front of Shift.
Shift, no.
And this one goes in for an attack. Yeah, that stinks. Okay, let's see that miss. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Alrighty. You take 4 kinetic. And everybody roll initiative.
Oh.
Alrighty, and Shift goes first.
Oh boy, and Shift is surrounded, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess Shift is going to short circuit. That sucks. 7 to hit.
And that's a miss.
Shift is going to use Potent Aptitude and give Bubble a d4.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And that's if Shift moves, it gets attacked. Shift is going to stay put. That's Shift.
Alrighty. Troopers are going to this one. He's going to go ahead and do some attack. 20 to hit.
Which hits?
And 7 more kinetic. That's full damage for that. And these two are going to turn around and they're going to shoot at the biggest thing they see because, of course, that's the smartest. So they're going to shoot at Prime Knot.
A big guy.
Okay, does 16 hit Prime Knot?
Yes.
Okay, and actually, and 15 does too.
Yes.
Ooh. Ouch.
What the heck you doing in my pail?
So that's going to be 14 damage and 11 damage energy.
Okay.
And that is their, then that's their go. Bubble?
Okay, so Bubble would like to.
So, since you're on what do you call it? Since you're mounted.
Yes.
I guess you have to decide if your mount is controlled or independent. Your mount is Squeak, right?
I'm pretty sure both of my mounts at this point are not
That's true.
controlled.
You see, and something I'll throw out there, you could just say, hey, Squeak, fastball special or something if you wanted him to toss you closer.
Okay.
But I don't know if you want to, go into it like that or not. And then, like rage and then go on in.
Okay.
So you want to do that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Keep that little furball in there.
Okay, so Bubble's gonna say, "Squeak, Bubble need float," and hopefully Squeak will throw Bubble.
Okay. So I've had him as rage anyway. So that would be a 23 to throw. So you land there. So now you have your movement.
All right, and I will use that. So Bubble's gonna get right up on one of these baddies, and we're gonna.
And you are raging, correct?
Yes. Yes. I don't fully know what that means, but yes.
I love the hesitation.
Well then,
Are you attacking with your Xantha axe or your rapier?
I'm gonna go for the Xantha axe. Can I try again? That was really bad. I was kind of hoping Bubbles, first move would be a little better. I'm only joking. I don't have to go again. Bubble failed. I rolled a 9.
Bubble failed. You get up there, you swing your big old Xantha axe, and
Probably fall on my tiny Ewok butt because I'm still trying to gain my balance from being thrown.
69.
I'm gonna move up and hide behind the big, ugly, frog-looking rookie creature.
Alrighty.
Nobody's been hurt yet, so I got nothing.
What? My
With
dog's
a 23.
nobody.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
What day you said about Prime Knot? He's on
Yeah.
7 hit
I'm a
points.
medical droid, not a vet droid.
You're a monster.
Shola.
Besides, it didn't yell medic, so.
Alright. Shola brings her arm up in front of her face and starts tapping vigorously into her wrist pad. And at a moment's notice, homing rockets begin to launch out of it towards the oppressors.
Ooh.
It's a magic missile.
Yep. So they just automatically hit 3 of them. I guess Shola will target this one here first.
Okay. And they do a D4 plus 1 each. Do we want to do it like on the thing where the one roll does it all? Or do you want to roll for each one?
I think based on that first roll, I'm just going to roll individually.
Yeah. After I saw that first roll, I thought you might say that. 2, 3, and 4.
So yeah, I suppose apply all those to that one.
Son of a biscuit.
You know, and unless he happens to die, which I don't see
He
that
does
happening.
not.
Yeah, so pew pew pew.
Okay, so do you have a bonus action or a
Yes, actually. So bonus action, Shola has potent aptitude also. Shola will give potent aptitude to Kara, and then we'll start to move towards shift.
Alright. Kara, your turn.
Okay, can I assume that, what's his face? Squeak is dismounting the big guy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so big guy's gonna, Primenaut's gonna use his bonus action to heal himself a little bit. I'll check that afterwards. So he does that, and then Kara's gonna say, I see, just to make sure Primenaut's okay. And she's gonna move up a little bit, and is this the one that people have been hitting?
No, they hit the top one, even though...
The top one.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess I will use my bonus action to analyze the top one. And with my action, I will shoot at him. 21 to hit.
Hit. And you take him out.
Oh. Is that the guy that shot my Primenaut?
He's one of them, yes.
Karma, you scum! And then, guess I'll end my go. Also, Primenaut would dodge because I didn't give him any other orders. He hadn't used his action.
Alrighty, Shift, it's your turn.
Alright, shift is feeling a little overwhelmed. I think shift is going to short circuit.
Which one's he gonna circuit? It's a hit.
Shift will short circuit on that one. Ooh, which does 4 lightning damage. Alright, no, I guess that's it for shift.
Alrighty. Their turn. He's going to the dagger again. 18?
On shift,
Yes.
that hits.
7.
Okay, I have a reaction. False combustion. As a reaction in response to taking damage, your companion can feign an explosion.
As far as he knows, you're down. Okay, and that is Bubbles, 19 to hit.
If it matches, it hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it hits.
4 kinetic, so 2 points of damage because you're Rager Cheatery. And I
Ooh,
can
I
say
like
it
that.
because I did the Raging Cheatery for many years.
I like it. Thank you for only hitting me half, I guess? I don't know. Thanks, sure.
And so he's doing. Bubble, it's your turn to retaliate. He just hit you. How dare he?
Well, that's not cool. So Bubble is going to try it and smack it with his Xantha axe again. No! That's a 5.
Okay,
How? I have a +3.
and you could, yeah, you're much better with your rapier, but Xantha axe is cool looking.
Ah,
Anything bonusy?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know.
Nice try, Bubbles.
Yeah, well.
Alrighty, 69.
69 is going to move there and do another hide action around some debris in the street or behind a trash can or something.
Okay,
I didn't realize you had gotten so far away.
Shola, it's your turn.
Alright, as Shola continues her approach, she'll draw her light pistol. Or light blaster. No, light pistol, that's what it's called. She'll shoot the one to the north of shift. That's a 17
That hits.
for 5 energy damage.
Okay. Anything else?
She only gets one attack. She could do another potent aptitude. She's got one more. Give that one to Icy.
Okay. And Kara.
I will move up here.
Oh, you're well within your
And I guess I think we're both-
120 feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the sniper again. So bonus action, I will target him.
Mm-hmm.
19
sorry.
to hit,
600 feet. 150 hit.
or 10 damage. And then I, after making that shot, I sling it over my shoulder because it needs to be reloaded, and I don't want to because I'm out of action. So I'll end my go, and I guess Prime Knot will heal himself again. It's the same as doing a rest. 7.
Woohoo! All right, we're at the top of the round, and we will go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys for coming and playing with me today.
It was fun.
It was fun.
But yes, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you.
Ooh.
Always. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
And this is the part where we would play the trademark music, except, trademarked.
Exactly.
Maybe Mallory wants to give us like her rendition, maybe?
As you listen to it, just imagine the Fox music, and then it opens into the Star Wars music.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh.
right. We have to use our imaginations. You use yours too.
I'm sorry, did you request that I do a rendition?
Why not? Has to sound amazing.
I really wish I had like a recorder or something stupid to play as an instrument, but I don't. So instead, you get.
See, exactly what we wanted right there. Thank you.
And I'm never doing that again.
It's okay. We have it on.
Yeah, I know you do, which is why it's not happening ever again. Listen to the recording. I shall never ever do it again.
That was
Yes.
perfect, though.
So far, Craig's still here, so.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not flaking out on us this time.
May the Force be with you.
Ooh.
Always.
I love Star Trek.
These Hunger Games are cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Did that picture just show up for everybody?
Which picture?
I was trying to show a bigger picture of Bubble.
Oh, I don't. It's still small for me.
I don't see a big picture. Oh. It's cute. I zoomed in.
Yeah, the
I mean,
picture itself
terrifying. Sorry.
is a Care Bear.
Yeah, with the.
But yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Not adorable.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it
Maybe
really
not the
depends.
droids. No offense. Oh, I'll make you a cup of oil.
It
You're
really
an
depends.
asshole. Not making your droid friends hot chocolate.
Make hot oil.
Droid friends, droid
Oil, yeah.
lives matter.
Well, I just don't want you to, break. I don't think you can drink hot chocolate without getting messed up, right? You're a robot. What if we buy droid brand hot chocolate? Would that make you feel better?
It's hot oil.
It is just hot oil. Warmed up some oil. I guess.
Technically, I would say a Jedi temple is more dangerous. Because last I saw, children weren't getting murdered in Sith temples.
Well,
Fair.
Well, I
do remember that
well,
part.
Okay, somebody
Yeah, me
only
too.
watches the movies.
I specifically said saw, not heard.
Oh, true.
And I have Hutt, so I could have translated for the Hutt.
So IC did get some words that the translator droid did not put out. This is extremely dangerous. The translator droid left the extremely part out. And there's a couple other ones, I don't remember which ones, but yeah, it's definitely extremely was left out of that description.
It's always nice when they leave out those strong adjectives.
Yeah, but I'm leaving it out too.
Nice.
Yeah, like we need to know how dangerous it is. Is it dangerous or not? Okay, so it's dangerous. We'll figure out the rest after that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
different if he was a protocol droid. Then he'd be all about making sure we knew how up shit creek we were.
No, I'm a medical droid, so it's extremely dangerous. Who cares? To me, that means I'm gonna be needed more.
Yeah.
That's reassuring. I'll say it with feeling.
Blasters down, lightsabers off, or I'll toot. Wow.
I'll toot.
He's very ugly, and he's just vibing out there.
As you can tell by the picture of it that he put up there.
That's a beautiful token. You're lucky Ricky's not here to see that.
What do you mean? That's just
Random
a booth on Maxo.
Yeah, I know.
That's what the ugliest creature Sal can come up with. Looks like.
Oh, that's on Craig.
His name is Prime Knot, and he's my friend.
Well, see, now he's sweetened the deal. I don't know if Ricky would be mad about that.
For
He's
the
a good bud.
listener, he just described the ugliest creature you could think of and then used a picture of Ricky for the token.
That was technically not my idea, so I cannot be blamed for that, right? So I'm good, right? I'm cleared, right?
Yeah,
Guys?
yeah, you're clear. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Sorry, I just keep looking at the map and seeing Ricky's face staring back at me.
I can't remember if I've
That's
forgotten
you chose
anything.
that.
Yeah. That's Prime Knot.
Well, you said it was the ugliest creature we could imagine, and then you put up a picture of Ricky.
It's a big ugly frog.
Wait, did you name that thing not Prime? And
Prime
then
Knot.
Yeah, his name is Prime Knot.
oh my god.
Yep.
It took you this long to catch that?
I wasn't really listening.
Well, because you say like Prime Knot, it just sounds like, just sounds like words.
Sounds like the Prime Astronaut, which honestly is what I thought it was to begin with.
I did spell it with a K, so it's like, like tongue and knot. But yeah, that was the intention.
See, and I just had to ruin it by
Sassy.
saying not Prime instead of Prime Knot.
Sassy son of a bitch.
It's funny though.
And you see, Ricky's missing out on all this. Ricky's missing out on the oh my god, you guys, the mid-roll for 112. Ricky is going to either love me or hate me for
You
that
could be a
one.
bit of both. You could do
Probably.
both. Oh my gosh. Explain to me why you hate Prime Knot. I want it in writing on my desk.
By Tuesday.
Yes.
Morning at 7 a.m.
That's not that long from now.
It's not.
Yeah, 7 a.m.
Exactly.
his time. His time.
You have about an hour and a half.
Oh, I was gonna say, if that's how it's going, I've got some cookies calling my name.
Cookies. I ate
Yeah.
churros for the first
It's
time.
funny. We had a tabaxi who would always eat. Now we have an Ewok who's always wanting to eat. I'm sensing
Okay.
a theme.
So, all right, these characters are played by me, so they're going to reflect me a little bit.
The best characters
It's
are
got
the
my
ones
character's
that you
British.
take. The best characters are the ones that you take one of your personality traits and turn it up to 11. Mallory just fixed the desire for snacks every time.
Not necessarily every time. You might see a little bit of terror and rage coming out of this character.
Mallory, what does that mean about Justine then?
That means my husband created that backstory, not me.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, understandable. It makes sense then.
So I guess that would mean that Justine is my husband's dream wife?
Oh, I guess.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't claim to know how the inner workings of his brain go.
It's an enigma.
He is, and he always has been. Apparently, I like puzzles and projects.
Because Not Prime is real close by, probably hanging out with her husband. And
Not
she
that
just
I
don't
know
know
of.
it. Well,
Yeah, I was
exactly.
gonna say,
You'll find out when you go in the bedroom.
I was just in there. It was just him. Even the cats are by me.
But next week, your Wookiee friend should be here.
Hooray!
I hope so. Can't wait for him to meet Prime now.
I can't wait either.
I want to hear him make Wookiee sounds.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's magic.
maybe you'll be lucky enough you can hear it tonight whenever he's with your husband.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh my god.
I am so glad Craig is still here.
It's a victory.
Just imagine how Walter would respond to Wookiee noises.
I mean,
Wookiee
I could find out.
Science.
Science.
She's going to go in there and start speaking Ewokese.
Bricka, bricka!
He's like, almost there, almost there.
None of this is getting cut.
It probably should, though. Just saying.
I don't see the problem.
You know what? Walter probably won't either. Do what you want with it.
Lewis, this is the worst crew. How could you set me up with this? Nobody knows their jobs.
I know my job.
Oh god.
I have one job.
Oh god, what a gambit. Oh, it's like extra classes. I see.
I feel like one of those like characters that like they go into this thing, like they get called into, all right, I'm a pilot, I can do this shit, I gotta fly, and I'm gonna have a crew, and it's just like the not the Expendables, like the parody version of the Expendables, where it's just a bunch of misfits, and it's hilarious.
The expletives. I like this sort of thing. I just didn't know it existed. I'll figure it out.
I'm not even sure what Bubble would be able to do.
Other than war crimes.
Well,
too many of those.
Gunner's probably going to be something, you might just go up and get one of the gunner seats. I mean, if Luke Skywalker can do it, I think you can.
I was just about to say I would love to see Bubble gun in the turret.
It is done.
Can Prime not have the other one? The other gun? They can compete for a high score. Companions cannot deploy as pilots, but they can fill other deployments as normal. Additionally, so he can get on the guns.
Yes. But with a 6 intelligence, I'd be worried.
Look. Look. That's fine.
I found this entry on the Wikipedia that says that Chiba Chiba Sopa is Ewokese for hide and then come out chopping hits.
Oh my god.
Yes. Which in Ewokese is Chuck.
Chuck.
And apparently they say wow by going Ichiwa wa ma. Ichiwa wa ma. Pretty much, yeah.
What does nub nub mean?
Yubnub means freedom. And
Oh,
apparently Koticha to Yubnub means celebrate the freedom.
Okay.
Ewoks are freaks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they're freaks for having words for freedom and celebrate freedom.
They're
And,
just,
you know,
I
chopping
just
heads.
love their little
Not
language.
that we don't have words for that.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
This episode is gonna have some great outtakes.
And apparently really annoying Ewoks sit in the back seat going free pala pala, free pala pala, free pala pala.
Like an alarm?
No, like that means are we there yet?
Oh my god. They're so
There's
cute.
and apparently very dangerous is Pritka Pritka.
Oh.
If Shola even once hears the "Are we here? Are we there yet?" I know a certain furry little creature that's going out the airlock.
What the heck?
Wow, now I have reason.
Just
That
because you
means
want
no.
Prime Knot out the airlock. Oh.
What the heck? No Prime Knot.
There's a bunch of stuff. Faka Bratin is a swear. It doesn't say which one, it just says it's a swear.
I can guess. I would hazard a guess
Yeah.
as to what that might be.
Oh my god. Jack.
Oh, bubble.
I'm
Oh.
gonna end this with weird knowledge of Ewokese, even though I don't know dick about Star Wars.
This is your masterclass. This is your crash course.
Yes.